Hey guys, welcome back to this Python programming series, and in this lesson we will learn how to make our Python program more interactive with the help of user inputs. So let's begin. So to feel alive, a program needs to listen to the user. We do this with the help of input function. So you can think of an input function like a questionnaire. The program hands the user a form, waits for them to fill it and press enter, and then files the answer away in a variable. And always remember, the input function gives the answer in a string. Even if you have written a number, types a number, even if you have written a number, it will always give the answer in a string. So let me explain the input function with the help of examples in VS Code. So let me tell you what input function is. Input function is a function that prompts the user to enter the data. So let me just take a input function here, input, and if I print this input function, it will open a space in a terminal where you have to write the value and write something, write the data, I mean. So let's say I have print this. It is taking some time, but it will eventually get there. Yeah. So here it is asking me to type the data. For example, I am typing my name. I am Batman. And if I press enter, it will it will just be there. It will be the value, the input you have given. So let's give a prompt to the user asking what is your name. So the user has to know now what they have to type. That's why we use this in input function. You have to write the prompt with the help of two double quotes or single quotes, like how you do with a string. So what is your, wait, your name, and question mark and space. And if I run this code, okay, it is taking some time again. So it is asking what is your name. So you have to type your name as a user. So for example, my name is Batman. Batman. And if I press enter, yeah, that's it. So in the example I have shown you, you're not doing anything mostly. So let's take a variable with the name. So whatever input you will type here now, it will be stored in this variable name, and the data that will be stored in name is always string, will be always be string, because input function हमेशा string को return करता है. So if now I run this, it will again ask what is your name, and I will type my name, and it will store this in this variable name. So what is my name? My name is Batman. I'm Batman, and this. So let's print this with some. So I don't know what's the issue here. happy birthday. So I'm not using f string. You want to use f string when you are inserting a variable. If you're not inserting any kind of variable, you can just print it normally. So let's take my age and add a value. For example, my age is now, so now age is equal to age plus 1. So what we are doing here, we are adding plus 1 in user's age and wishing him happy birthday. But there is a slight problem here. Let me just print it and show it to you. So if we print this program directly, there will be a type error. Wait. So let me type my name, Spider Man, and what's my age? 21. Yes, there is a type error, as you can see. Why this is happening? Because you can only concatenate string, not integer, to a string, because this is a string. I mean, age is a string, as I have already told you, because input function हमेशा एक string value देता है, return करता है. So whatever my age is, it is always be a string, and in this case we are adding 1 with string. This is whole number, this is string. So that is why there is an error. You can change this by typecasting. मैंने टाइपकास्टिंग आपको पिछले वीडियो में सिखाया था, तो आपको जस्ट ऐसे करना है. हियर आप इंट एज, तो आप एज को इंटीजर में कन्वर्ट कर रहे हैं यहाँ पे. अभी आप प्रिंट करेंगे तो देयर विल बी नो एरर. Let me just kill this terminal and start from over. Wait, it is taking some time. Yeah, now let's print this again. Run. Well, it is taking some time, so let me just make you go through the code again. So this is the name. We are taking input from user, and in this age we are taking input from user again about their how old they are. And in previous case, why it was showing error, because we did not change the variable before adding here. वेल मैं अभी आपको अच्छे से एक्सप्लेन करता हूँ, ये बस एक बार कोड रन हो जाने दीजिए. जस्ट अ मिनट. या नाउ. तो जस्ट अ मिनट, इट इज टेकिंग. या नाउ आप यहाँ पे अपना नाम टाइप करेंगे, और जो भी आपका नाम है. इन माई केस आई विल टेक अगेन स्पाइडरमैन. स्पाइडरमैन and enter, and then it will ask how old are you. I will type 21. If hello Spider-Man, happy birthday, you are now 22 years old. तो आप देख सकते हैं यहाँ पे इसने एक प्लस वैल्यू ऐड कर दी, बिकॉज हमने यहाँ पे इंटीजर बना दिया एज को विद द हेल्प ऑफ टाइप कास्टिंग. तो आप इसको एक और इजी तरीके से लिख सकते हो विद द इजियर मेथड. So in this case, let me just, you have to put your input in brackets, and here you have to type int. So तो आप ये टाइप कास्टिंग यहाँ पे कर रहे हो, वो सेम आप जैसे ही आप अपना वेरिएबल बनाओगे तो उसका सिमिलर आप यहाँ पे डाटा टाइप लिख सकते हो इंट यहाँ पे। जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल हमको पता है एज विल बी ऑलवेज इन होल नंबर, दैट्स व्हाई आई एम टेकिंग हियर इंट। इफ इट वाज लाइक फॉर एग्जांपल अ हाइट, you can take here float, so it will support decimal point number also. In my case it is integer. So आपको ये लेंथी लिखने की जरूरत नहीं है, जब आप कोड बना रहे हो अपना वेरिएबल बना रहे हो वहीं पे आप चेंज कर सकते हो when you are taking input from a user. सेम अगर मैं इसको भी ऐसे रन करूंगा तो there will be no error in my code, so I am printing this. So it is, wait a second, let me delete this. Yeah, now if I am running this again, it will again ask what is your name and how old are you, and I will do exactly what I did earlier in my previous attempts. It is taking some time, hell, a hell of time, but so now we can type our name. Let's say different name, Peter Parker. So my name is now Peter Parker, and if I play hit enter, it will ask, well, how old are you? Again I will go with 21. So hello Peter Parker, happy birthday. Now you're 21 years old. You are 22 years old. Okay. So as you can see, there will be no error. Even if you have typecast your variable with the help of int here, as you are writing user taking user input, आप यहाँ पे ये टाइपकास्ट करो, वैल्यू चेंज करो या फिर यहाँ पे अलग से, उससे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. एंड दिस मेथड इज मोर इजियर और ज़्यादा अच्छा लगता है इसे देखने में. You can see it, read it clearly. So now I will take some different examples also, some exercise questions, so that you can understand it better. So now we will do some practice questions, exercise. So the first exercise you have to do is to calculate area of a rectangle. So to calculate the area of a rectangle, we will give prompt to user so that they will type a length and width of the rectangle. So let me just create a variable length. Length is equal to, and I will take an input, and I will write a prompt to instruct user what to write here. enter, enter the length. तो यूजर को क्लियर होना चाहिए ना क्या उसको टाइप करना है यहाँ पे. एंड यहाँ पे मैं वेरिएबल बनाऊंगा with is equal to input, enter the width, and after this we will print area with the help of a variable area, जिसमें हम वैल्यू स्टोर करेंगे तो वो आएगी एरिया की वैल्यू. So to find the area of a rectangle, we multiply their length and width. And to multiply in Python, we use this asterisk symbol. Print, and I will print then area. After this, if I run this code, I have something to show to you. एक error आएगा, और क्यों आएगा मैं आपको भी बताता हूँ. Like if I put any value, it will show an error because you can't multiply a sequence by non-integer of a type string. ये error इसलिए show कर रहा है, type error है ये, क्योंकि हम यहाँ पे टू स्ट्रिंग्स को मल्टीप्लाई कर रहे हैं। मैंने आपको बताया था जब भी आप इनपुट लेंगे किसी भी यूजर से, इनपुट फंक्शन हमेशा रिटर्न करता है स्ट्रिंग वैल्यू, और हम दो स्ट्रिंग को ऐसे मल्टीप्लाई नहीं कर सकते इन दिस केस, सो दैट्स व्हाई द एरर इज शोइंग। तो हमको यहाँ पे चेंज करना होगा टाइप कास्ट करके। तो मैं यहाँ पे चेंज करके बताता हूँ आपको। देखिए हम एरिया कैलकुलेट कर रहे हैं, एरिया ऑफ रेक्टेंगल, तो मैं इसकी वैल्यू चेंज करूँगा फ्लोट में। फ्लोट, देन यहाँ पे भी, एंड नाउ इफ आई रन द कोड देयर विल बी नो एरर। तो मैं आपको एक बार रन करके दिखा देता हूँ इसको, कोड को। इट इज टेकिंग सम टाइम बट वेट। इफ आई टेक लेंथ फॉर एग्जांपल 5 and with 6, it will print 30.0, because हमने चेंज किया था उसकी वैल्यू फ्लोट में, so that's why it is in float। और मैं एक बार इसको f string में एक बार अच्छे से करके बताता हूँ। I will take f string here, the area is, and with the help of a placeholder area, and here I will write centimeter। आप ऐसे भी लिख सकते हैं सेंटीमीटर एंड 4 सेंटीमीटर स्क्वायर, और आप सुपरस्क्रिप्ट का यूज़ कर सकते हैं विद द हेल्प ऑफ सुपरस्क्रिप्ट। So if you want to do it like with the help of superscript, you have to press Alt 0178 at the same time, 0178. Wait. So press Alt and click 0178, and it will be printed like this, square upper side. And if I run this now, well, I'm not sure why this. Okay, yeah. तो आपको यहाँ पे मैं जैसे मिस्टेक नहीं करनी है, हमेशा आप अपना कोर्स क्लोज करके रखना, ओपन करोगे तो हमेशा। तो ये यहाँ पे एंटर द लेंथ आ गया। तो फॉर एग्जांपल मैंने लेंथ लिया 6.1, और विथ लिया मैंने अपना 7.2, एंड इफ आई प्रेस एंटर, तो द एरिया इज 43.92 सेंटीमीटर स्क्वायर। So that's how you solve area of rectangle. You can write a program area of rectangle with this. So now we will move to another example exercise. So now we will be doing exercise 2, and in that we will be making a shopping cart program. So to make a shopping cart program, we need three variables: item, price, and quantity. So let me just create my first variable, item, and I will take input what type item you would to purchase। आप कौन सा आइटम खरीदना चाहोगे? EM item, would you like to purchase, or maybe buy। बाय लिख लेते हैं, व्हाट आइटम वुड यू लाइक टू बाय। एंड आफ्टर दैट I will make my second variable, price, price is equal to input. What is the price? Question mark and this. So in the case of item, we will not change the data type because it will be a string. But in case of price, we have to change the data type because price should be in float, so in decimal number, because price can be vary. And now we will take a quantity. How much would you like to purchase? So in case of quantity, it must be in integer because you can't buy 1.5 is equal to int. How many would you like? How many would you like? Put. So now let's print total, a variable total, which will calculate the price with quantity. It will multiply price and quantity with the help of asterisk symbol. We multiply the two variables. So now let's print total. Total. Now if I run this program now, so for yourself, it is asking what item would you like to buy. So I would like to buy a pizza. For example, I am buying from Domino's pizza. So what is the price? Price is let's take 199. And how many I would like to buy? 5. So your total is 995.0. So let's say कि before printing total, I would like to print something else also. So I will do that with the help of fstring method. So let's say I am printing you have bought you have bought quantity with the help of placeholder dash quantity x I this much item, this item, item items कर लेते हैं items s, and if after that I will print my total with the help of f string. Your total is total is and placeholder our total. After this I will run this program. So what would you like to buy? I will again go with pizza because I love it. And what is the price? Price 199. Small. How many would you like? I would like to buy 9. So your total is 1791.0. Oh wow, 1791. काफी खर्चा हो गया. So let's add rupees because we are buying in rupees ना. आप कौन से करेंसी में खरीद रहे हो वो तो पता ही होना चाहिए ना. एक बार फिर से करते हैं. So I would like to buy pizza. And what is the price? Price is 2.99. And how many would you like? I would like five. So you have bought five pizzas. Your total is 1495.0 rupees. Okay, यहाँ पे वाई ओ आएगा. But so let me run this program once again because there was an error when you. So what item would you like to buy? I will again go with pizza because I love pizza. Pizza. And what is the price? Price is 2.99. And how much would you like to buy? Five. So now you have bought five X pizzas. Your total is 149.95. 1495.0. So now we know how to take input from user in Python programming. We have covered some questions. Now I will tell you some common mistakes most beginners make on their starting journey and how to avoid them. So this is a common input mistake. Of, so let's assume if a user types a decimal number into an input wrapped in int data type, the program crashes. So in this example, as you can see, you have made a variable with the name height and is equal to int. The data type is int and input enter your height. But the user has written input in decimal in float value data type. That is why it is showing value error. Invalid literal for int with the base 10 168.5. सो इन दिस केस आप देख सकते हैं कि आपने हाइट वेरिएबल बनाया बट यूजर ने इनपुट तो डेसिमल में दिया है जबकि आपने इंट यहाँ पे किया कि डाटा टाइप इंट होना चाहिए. सो आपको ये मिस्टेक अवॉइड करनी है बिकॉज हाइट फ्लोट में होती है ज़्यादातर. अगर आपका जो आप इनपुट ले रहे हैं यूजर से वो डेसिमल हो सकता है, कुछ थोड़े भी चांसेस है. सो देन यू नीड टू यूज फ्लोट डाटा टाइप इंस्टेड ऑफ इंट. Always remember that even if there is a slight possibility key input can be in float, you have to use float data type. And this is for your practice. Question 1, ask the user for their favorite sports and print I enjoy watching this too. You can do this by f string method. And second question, you can ask the user for two numbers, cast them into integer and add them together and print the total. So you must do these questions. So this is a summary, you can go through it, and now you know how to create Python program that communicates with the user. And that is it for this video. See you in next video. Bye.